Welcome everyone. I hope you can hear us now. It's okay? Okay, sorry for before. Welcome everyone to our first live stream of Realm of the Mad God Exalt, and thank you for joining. I would like to say just a few words before we start, and I present the supporters that kindly join us today. I'm Frankton, the community manager of Realm of the Mad God, and I recently joined Deca and the Realm team. And I'm overwhelmed really for didn't expect this passionate community, this hardcore community, very engaged with the game. There is a lot of user-generated content. The soundtrack is created by the community, so really amazing job, and I'm very surprised of this very united community. So today we're gonna finally show you the Unity port that we called Realm of the Mad God Exalt. And to play this port, they're gonna be with us, the supporters that kindly join us. And they will quickly introduce themselves. So if you can say a few words, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sure thing. Well, hello, my name is Erstorm. Most people just call me Arrow. I'm from Germany, pretty close to the Deca office as well. And I'm pretty happy to be here, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Pretty fun.
David, my in-game name is Duran. I'm also from Germany, and yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for joining.
Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm from Denmark, and I go by the name Yukunavi in game.
Thank you.
And it's also a pleasure to be here.
Hello, my name is Damian. My in-game name is Demino.
Welcome. Don't worry.
Yeah, welcome.
That's enough. That's enough.
My game name is Billy Only, and although I live in Norway, I'm from Germany, and I always.
We start with the gameplay. Just a few words about Unity and what these ports mean for us and for everyone. This is really the first step that can build a great thing for. It can be a great thing for Realm, and it's really we can expand. We can create new features, new content that can be suggested by the community itself and or inside the team. And right now, without lowering any expectation, it's simply a Unity port, but what it means for the future of Realm, it's huge. It's huge, and we expect to see a lot of new things in the future after we release it, and looking forward to work on it and with the team and all together. So we will have just a short break now, and then we'll start with the gameplay session. I hope you enjoy the show. See you soon.
Guys, we got the command to unmute, so everyone mute.
There we go.
Yes, your
Hello.
microphone is still open.
So we can start with the gameplay session, guys, and
Is the sound really low or?
Can you hear anyone? Can you hear the game designers or?
Can you?
Yeah, hopefully it works.
It's just the music that's really loud.
Designers, can you hear me? Designers, can you hear me? Gameplay session? We start in a minute, sorry.
Alright, hello everyone. Is the sound alright?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Waiting for chat. Can you guys hear me, chat? Apparently there's an echo. It's good. Echo. A small echo apparently.
Let's go, chat.
If I'm not mistaken, we should start. Go ahead.
Alright,
You are allowed to go ahead.
so I'm Kid, a designer on Realms in Madgod. So today we will show you a variety of content on the Realms in Madgod Exalt, so the Unity client. But before we start running something, I have something special to show you.
Okay, sorry for the hiccups. Now we are back online, and okay, let's start with the plan. And yeah, so first you can see there is it created to say thank you to all the supporters that participated in the campaign of last year and basically allowed us to create the report. So thank you very much. You're gonna be able to see forever and ever your name on the Realm of the Melt God Exalt. So
Yes, so
thank you everybody.
this is the Wall of Fame, which all your name will be displayed there. And I do want to point out this is really to showcase the new technology, how detailed this model is compared to everything else in the game, how how great this effect is nothing compared to what we currently have. And this is the power that Unity allows us to do with the game, to really go even further. Alright, now it's time for what you've all been waiting for. Actual gameplay.
Let's play. Let's play.
Let's start with a dungeon that has been at the core of the game for a long time, was the end game back in 2012. Of course, I'm talking about the Tomb of the Ancients. A dungeon where a big field of view will really allow you to experience the current game. Here it is. So right now you might be hearing a track. So currently not all the track have been implemented in the client. So a lot of dungeon feature placeholder tracks. But later on we'll have full proper track. So Trimby is one of those placeholder ones.
If I may interject for a moment, hello, I'm Toasters, another designer on the game. The Tomb is a very interesting situation because it's the dungeon that essentially popularized the playstyle of playing with an off-centered and constantly rotating camera. And now, obviously in Unity, that is not irrelevant, but it's changed given the new scope of view and the Fog of War system. So even though it's the same dungeon functionally, you're going to be tackling it and playing it in a different way than you would normally on the Flash client.
Now let's play the second dungeon in the schedule. Should be the boss dungeon.
Okay, so the next dungeon we're going to tackle is the Secluded Thicket. This is, as most of you know, a triple boss dungeon that is another one that demonstrates kind of the enhanced features of having this wider field of view. Everyone could gather into here.
Oh, sorry. Not everyone was able to join. Good luck with that.
So you can see how this arena, which normally in Flash you can only see about a quarter of at any given time, is now pretty much entirely visible for the duration of the boss fight, which gives you a greater view of all the projectiles coming around and definitely changes the way you play.
Sorry for the hiccups because some of the supports were not able to join this dungeon, and we know it's there are some issues, but making sure that all these things are fixed for the supporter beta we're gonna release soon, and we make sure that everything is polished and ready for the release, guys.
Can everyone hear this audio fine now? Does the echo appear to be gone? Alright, great. So Zalotol's infamous rage phase, where he swarms a stream of projectiles, is definitely one of the more interesting things to behold in Unity with, again, this increased field of view.
bad luck.
As always, this is a perimeters game, and death can come at any point.
Zolotto's rage remains is about as deadly as you'd expect.
Yeah, now we have a dungeon before a little break, no? Thing is Orcs Castle. So
Orcs' castle, a clear part that is important to the game, happening at every end of a realm.
Might even say the most.
Let's see how Orcs himself will look into it with this new technology. And on top of that, Orcs' castle both have tracked finish, so you should be able to use them now with the appropriate gameplay.
nice.
So as we go to Orcs here now, it's another very interesting fight to see just by the field of view Unity provides, because his fight is designed in very much a 360-degree kind of fashion. It's one where you can fight him by all sides.
Sorry, maybe some supporters were disconnected before being able to reach the final boss. We're working on it, sorry.
Do we currently have footage of someone inside the Orcs' chamber? Actually, that's fine. We can head back to the Nexus and just directly open a wine cellar to show that fight as well.
Can they see?
Okay, we have a wine cellar portal open in the Nexus.
Alright, then let's just go straight for the wine cellar. And Orcs has been defeated. But of course, he also still lies in his wine cellar. Let's take a look inside. That's right, everyone. Oryx and Mad God 3 is now in development. We'll be working hard in making sure that Oryx 3 will continue the existing progression and provide you with a more difficult dungeon than even before, while still keeping intact what makes the Oryx fights, well, Oryx, and fun and extremely intensive. So I hope you're
Yes.
looking forward to it.
So one of our main goals with Orcs 3 is to provide a fight that feels a lot more next-gen, you could say, compared to anything else currently in the game. Something with much more elaborate, not just attacks, but the way you interact with the monster. We don't want to spoil too much, again, it's still in production, in development, but we do want this fight to feel like a big step forward for the game, and hopefully a teaser of some more advanced, really endgame content we can provide.
Thank you for this information about Oryx 3. And we'll have a short break, and then we will do following with some interview and the second part of the gameplay. See you soon.
welcome back. Sorry, we had some minor hiccups that will be fixed, we promise. Now we have a short moment to ask some questions to two of the user interface artist and a game designer that works here in the realm of the Metcalf. So we start with the game designer. Hello, welcome. And what I wanted to ask you is, from your perspective, what changed or what's going to change after Unity? The fact that we are working on Unity, and you can tell us from your perspective on the game design view, what's going to change?
I'm not sure. Hope you get his sounds.
Always wanted for the game, while Flash has always limited us on.
I think we have to re-ask.
Oh, probably, I'm sorry, I think the audio was not on, so I might have to ask you to repeat again, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Is the audio working now?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, design-wise, Unity will really help us in terms of a workflow, making things a lot easier and faster than Flash. It will improve, of course, your general game experience, but it will really help us to create more complex systems with proper UI implementation, better interactions with sprites, and more complex particle effects and the like you've seen with the supporter statue. Much more in-depth model, much more creative particle effects, and overall that allows us to create a more polished experience. On top of that, overall it allows us to be more bold, more creative, and really express our vision for the game like we've always wanted to. That Flash has sometimes stopped us due to the technical limitations.
Yeah. And can you tell us something you're working on or you will work on after we release Unity?
Sure. So, as we announced a little ago, we're working on Orcs and Mad God 3. It will be one of the addition to the game that will come around the Unity launch. Orcs 3 will allow us to push the endgame forwards. Lost Souls came out over 2 years ago. Lost Souls 2.0 came out a year ago. We've released endgame level dungeons. We've never pushed the progression forward since. And so Orcs and Mad God 3 will serve this purpose. On top of that, as you might remember, we're also working on some new classes. We've had some concept and prototype available for you to test somewhat recently. We're currently working on further iterations. Using all the feedback you've given us. And on top of that, we are also looking to expand progression a little bit in a slightly different way, but I can't share much more than that.
Thank you very much. Now I'll pass the mic to Fidelo, user interface designer. Basically, hello, thank you. I want to ask you the same question. From your perspective, for what you do with this project, what is going to change or what's already changed working on Unity?
Yeah, so I think this microphone is working on the table actually. Well, I started 3 years ago or so and just started working on the Flash client, and we had some visions for the UI or gameplay ideas, right? We couldn't actually build because of some restrictions. The UI, like you change a few pieces here and then everything breaks apart. So with Unity, really, we can quickly add ideas in, iterate on them, talk with the developers, right, and then just get it working much faster. I mean, we are speaking about the time scale of in Unity maybe a week to develop something and get it ready in a prototype state, and for Flash it would have taken like a month maybe, or even 2 months. Nice. There have been some occasions where we sat on a on a feature for 3 months, actually, until we released it. And this, I mean, over time.
So we speed up a lot the process of
exactly. So with Unity, we really hope that we can crunch out content much faster, really, and yeah, hopefully satisfy the need of new content.
Okay. Anything you want to mention that you worked on already, or you will work for the Unity release?
So we have a few.
You can say,
few, yeah, definitely. So I posted a few blog posts previously, outlining some ideas we have, like more feedback when you play the game, changed combat numbers, animations, right? And that already helped. Like a lot of voices have been heard. We kept it pretty much like the classic experience. But one thing I'm personally really looking forward to is, for example, the unified vault and gift chest UI. So right now, as many of you know, you have to go to this vault and then you have thousands of chests. I mean, it's not thousands, but you have to go through them, search for the items you're looking for, and we have few designs ready, which we will implement after the release, which is basically just one big container, and you can sort, you can even search, and yeah, this is something I'm looking really forward to. That's the example, I mean, right? That you can quickly add these ideas and iterate on them.
Thank you very much. And I mean, also, let's say this is a first step, something great, it can happen to Realm, and it's like, let's say it's limitless, I don't want to say a big word, but because from now, from when we release Unity, I mean, there's like a new page for Realm. This is why we call Exalt, this is why we said it's a Realm evolution, because it can be for real, so looking forward
definitely.
to see what you guys are going to implement to Realm.
Yeah, this is the first step, and then once the beta is out and everyone can play it, we're constantly adding new stuff, so really looking forward to that.
Cool, thank you. So I guess now we will have a very short break, and then we'll continue with the second part of the gameplay. And sorry for the minor, let's say, hiccups we had before, but let's hope we will be better this time. See you soon.
I can hear you.
hello. So we start in a few minutes, few seconds, the second gameplay session. So when you're ready, you can go ahead.
Lost Souls dungeons. Starting the contest died out. Let's get in, everyone.
Amen.
Yes, a few of them are inside. Sorry for the one that couldn't join.
Stream, you might have noticed we did bright in the opening little trailer. You get to see a full version of that here, all of their shapes thrown around, and really getting a full view of the fight.
This is one of the fights in the game that really benefits from the additional screen space. Even though you don't see the projectiles enemies from afar, from most enemies, quests in particular are kind of an exception. So you'll be able to really have a easier time maneuvering and seeing what's ahead.
And just to note, while that's important from the player's perspective, of course, it also has an impact on design because it means we can create these grander shot patterns that weren't really realistic before, because if we did them, it would be just cheap to the player because you can't see that. Now we can have, shots with, major telegraphs, but big punishment. We can have lots of just complex designs that wouldn't really be realistic previously.
Alright, now it's time to run the proper last doors.
Now, this dungeon is particularly exciting to show off because it's one of the dungeons where we have the music track actually implemented into the game, so you should be able to hear this right now.
Yes, this is the first time we're revealing the last doors track, so we'll be quiet for a bit and let you take it all in.
Let's go apart, boys.
card. That's fine. Are you safe up there?
Nice. Then let's go back down and then. Just Orcs. Let's just push in. Kill the spawner and then let's go. Just focus the one Orcs in front of the group and it will be really fast.
Another crusade.
Nice job, no one died.
Crusade down in the next room. Should we continue up? Yeah, fair point. Where's the MC on?
team is like we're standing as one. We don't have any heals almost, so try to dodge. Oh boy, someone didn't listen. Half of us should go off to the outside rotating one. Nice. I don't think it will matter as long as we're grouped.
Thank you.
I think the most important part here is to not die. That's a pro gamer move, don't die. We have 20 admins here, I hope one of them can spawn one.
We'll be going back in Nexus for the Void, so that we can have everyone and a little bit of organization. Mark is trying.
Also, I'd just like to point out, I know the death screen was briefly visible on stream there. You got to look at it. Basically allows you to immediately select a new character. You have to see the new character selection screen. Basically just to help integrate it all into the game more directly instead of having a separate main menu. When you do it immediately in it, and all that UI is now contained just in game menus.
Good job, boys. We're still not failed. Guys, I really need the drain. I'm studying and I put out one. This is looking good. Dying is not allowed, okay?
I'll try.
Whoever dies cannot join the next time. It would be embarrassing if I died though. Why do we have two M-Seals now? Why didn't we have them on the Defender? Guys have free life for everyone.
Alright, so we'll be going to divide. So just to be safe, let's split up a bit already in corners before going in. That might help a little. So just use the pawns as your respective corner.
Also, while we're doing that, I just want to say real quick that the track you heard for the Lost Halls, that will or should be posted over the weekend. If anyone wants to listen to that on its own. I believe it's about like 4.5 minutes. It's quite long. So really hope you enjoyed that. I think it gives a unique flavor to the dungeon.
Let's make a testing corner for everyone that's in house. I think we're missing one corner.
Yeah, bottom left does not really have as much people. Please. Alright, I think that's fair. Let's go.
Bottom right seems kinda...
Yeah,
but we'll figure it out on the go.
If one of the corner loses, just split up inside of the dungeon. I think we can balance it. Good luck, boys. Don't die. We're pretty small groups who kill the minions. Because if they get bigger, they will be overrun instantly. Yeah, I think they're even split on other sides. Yeah, I think it's one more on the left side than on the us we can. Kill the minions if it's on your side.
We might need a person bottom right. Oh, it's all good now.
before they evolve now. Or this will be top left. One of the bottom go, yeah. The bottom people need to go top, I think, or we will fail them. No, it looks fine now. Looks even now. I think on the right, one more needs to go. Can one from bottom right, bottom left go bottom right, please? Yeah, now it's even. Like this is gonna be easy.
Perfect, good job.
Yeah, just try to survive now, boys. Yeah, boss is not damageable, so just kill minions.
Good luck with that.
But we haven't actually lost any people to the Nexus, I think. So the people who left died. Action is coming, boys. Oh no, boys, we're losing people. We already went down 4 by the start of this phase.
Rip.
Good job, the boys who still left.
Tell me. Guys, we're having a short break and we'll come back in a few minutes.
Good job, everyone left.
welcome back. Sorry for the hiccups that some of you might experience during the gameplay. Just wanted to ask you guys, first of all, thank you really for joining us and playing the Unity with us. If someone wants to say anything about what was your experience with the display session? Yeah, please go ahead.
It's still an early build, and we can tell it has some hiccups and we had many problems, but it's really promising. We have cool new features. We have more FPS than ever. It's only laggy because it's hard for the stream because the network here is not equipped to deal with so many PCs. Yeah. That's what I got from it. But on our screens, there was no lag at all. There were only some connection issues, and that's of course normal for early build.
Sure, thank you. Anyone else want to?
I would agree with that. I'll also say that it's nice to have a proper full screen with a perfect resolution compared to what we have now. So that's what I would take from it.
Yeah, just want to mention also that you might have seen some issues, some disconnection, but everything is taking note. Everything is being recorded, and when we release the supporter beta, you won't experience any of that. I mean, this is why it's not out. We are working on it. We want to be very polished before we release the first supporter beta, then the open beta, and then finally the real game. So if someone else wants to mention anything, or we can really, yeah, please.
Like, I've been in the DECA office before, and just like last time, it was a blast to be here, and I will always join any event DECA has, because I really love this community.
Thank you very much, really. I really appreciate it. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for participating in the Twitch chat, YouTube chat. I hope we are gonna do, well, I'm sure we're gonna do more events. If you prefer any other format, or if you enjoy the way we did it, just let us know. We'll try to do our best to show you more and what's the future as for this game, for this community. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone.